to give some examples of kharif crops.
P gram.
No, P तो example है रबी crops के ना, peas and grams.
Oh,
हम्म,
okay. So wheat.
No, wheat we have already written here ना. See, wheat हमने लिखा है already रबी के side में. Wheat, barley, peas, gram. These are the examples of rabi crops ना. The most common like
Oh,
rainy season में क्या हम grow करते हैं? Like which crop needs maximum
soybean.
amount of water? Soybean, very
Soybean
good. The
and
most common.
sir, pulses.
Mm-hmm. Pulses. Then
Rice.
rice, very good,
Rice.
very good. Rice,
Maize.
maize,
Okay,
groundnut,
sir.
right, and that's it. So this much of example is sufficient. All right. Okay. So I would be asking few more questions. Can you tell me what are some of the biological methods via which you can increase the fertility of soil?
So what do you mean by biological methods?
Biological method basically means now in which you will not be using chemicals.
Oh, okay, sir.
Mhm.
So vermicompost
Very good. Vermicomposting हम करते हैं.
and say crop rotation as well.
Crop rotation, very good.
So adding manure.
Addition of manures, very good. Okay. Can you do you guys recall some of the names of chemical fertilizers which were given to soil? At least one or two. कई सारे examples थे हमारे पास.
Uh,
Normally, if you don't remember, you can simply say NPK fertilizers.
okay. NPK.
NPK fertilizers हैं. Okay ना. अच्छा, do tell me कि how do we protect the crop from weeds? Weeds से कैसे हम protect करते हैं अपने crops को?
So by adding weedicides.
By spraying weedicides, correct. और you can use a trowel ना, जिसे हम खुरपी भी कहते हैं.
Yes, sir.
A trowel is structured like this, which you can use to manually remove the weeds. Okay. What were silos, by the way? SILOS. Yeah, Ahmed. Silos and
Yes, sir.
granaries ये क्या होते हैं? What are the silos?
So it's a
Yeah, Arham. Once you have harvested the crop,
Sir,
after the harvesting is done, then it has to be stored.
sir, do you mean by bean?
Yes, please repeat that.
Sir, should I tell?
You can also tell.
The silos and granaries are large-scale go downs for storage of grains to protect them from insects, rats.
Okay. So basically, you are saying correct. Okay, now so talking about silos. If you remember, I showed you images like this.
Yes,
एक
sir.
large cylindrical structures होते हैं, right now, in which you can now insects को आप kill करेंगे. You will do fumigation. Fumigation आप करते हैं इसमें. राइट नाउ इन सब चीजों से आप पेस्ट के ग्रोथ को कंट्रोल भी कर सकते हैं. यू कैन कंट्रोल द टेम्परेचर इनसाइड दिस लार्ज
We
cylindrical
also
container also.
control,
Yes,
we also control the moisture.
exactly moisture भी आप कंट्रोल कर पाएंगे. So in this manner you will be able to store the food in a very proper manner. Okay, so we are going to practice some questions. All right now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, shall I assign them? चलो मैं assign करता हूँ questions. Okay ना. In this manner we will be able to quickly cover all the questions. ठीक है ना. So question number 1, Arham, you tell me. Second one, Ahmed, you tell me.
Sir, Arham is not here.
Sorry, Arhan. Okay na, Arhan. I was referring to you actually. An agricultural implement that implement plow is used for what? Plow की use हम कहाँ करते हैं? Plow spelling error है, basically it is PLOUGH.
So loosening the soil.
To loosen the soil. Very good. Next question, Ahmed. Meanwhile, you look at the next another question. Okay, Narhan. The organisms which do not have chlorophyll and are mostly heterotrophs.
So by the way, can you share this PDF in the group?
This PDF in the group. Sure, sure. Do you want me to share it right now or after the class?
After the class.
Okay, okay, sure. I will be sharing it. Yeah, Ahmed, please be quick, guys. Please be quick.
Yes, sir.
Multiple options भी correct हो सकते हैं कई बार. Okay ना? Question number 2. The organisms which do not have chlorophyll and are mostly heterotrophs. So what about viruses? Viruses heterotrophs होते हैं या फिर नहीं?
Yes, sir, they are.
They are heterotrophs, right? No? Okay. What about fungus? Fungus are also heterotrophs, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, some bacteria can be autotroph also. Can you
Yes.
give an example? Give some example of autotrophic bacteria.
Lactobacillus.
Which one?
Lactobacillus.
No, lactobacillus is not an autotrophic bacteria. Autotrophic bacteria की जब हम बात करते हैं ना, they will be having chlorophyll, guys. So they will be having chlorophyll. It means that they will be able to perform photosynthesis, and those who can perform photosynthesis, they are said to be autotrophic now, isn't it, Ahmed?
Yes, sir.
So organisms which do not have chlorophyll and are mostly heterotrophs. So fungus is also one of the option, and option number A is also correct. Both the options are correct.
So
Ahmed?
is cyanobacteria an example of autotrophic bacteria?
I
Yes, sir.
completely missed that. Cyanobacteria is an example. Okay, now sulfur bacteria is also an example.
Yes, sir.
Petroleum is a mixture of
The oxygen, sulfur, and the carbon.
no.
No,
Look
sir.
at
Hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons.
hydrocarbons होते हैं ना इसमें.
Yes.
Good. Hydrocarbons are compounds made up of carbon and hydrogen, as simple as that. Yeah, Ahmed.
Sir, C.
In the following cases, fire can be extinguished by removing combustible substances, except
B.
B, a firecracker. No. Look at other options also, Ahmed.
Sir,
Question.
wood.
No. First, not try to read the question twice at least. 2 बार question को read करें at least.
I have, sir, but I'm not understanding it.
The question is that in the following cases, fire can be extinguished by removing combustible substances, except, it says except. Fire को हम extinguish कर सकते हैं. Let's say there is a wood log that is on fire. So इसे हम remove करके fire को extinguish कर सकते हैं, right now? Paper fire पे है, इसे भी हम remove करके extinguish कर सकते हैं fire को. Getting it, no? In the case of firecracker also. But if the building is on fire, the whole building is on fire. Can you remove the whole building?
No, sir.
No. So that is the option. No? That is the correct one. Ahmed, you got the question or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Next question.
Sir, it's Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve.
Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. Very good. Very good. Okay, in total 17 या फिर 18 biosphere reserves. I think 18 biosphere reserves are there in India. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That was the first biosphere reserve of India. Question number 6, Ahmed. This term you guys might not have studied, so let me just tell the answer of this one. Okay, now see, Looking at the option number A, gestation. Gestation हम किसे कहते हैं? Any idea what is gestation period?
No,
Gestation
sir.
period different होता है. For example, gestation period अगर human के लिए बात करते हैं, तो it is almost around 40 weeks. Okay ना? How many weeks? 40 weeks, or basically 9 months. So the child is in the womb of the mother for 9 months. Getting it now?
Yes,
For
sir.
a cow, it is different. Huh?
Yeah.
For a cow, it is different. For example, it is 283 days. Almost 9 months हम कह सकते हैं. थोड़ा बहुत difference होता है as compared to the human baby. So the time period for which the baby is inside the womb of the mother, इस period को हम gestation period कहते हैं. Ovulation. How you guys tell me, what do you mean by ovulation? Any idea?
Sir, can you repeat?
Option number C. What is the answer for option number? What does it basically mean? Ovulation.
Sir, menstruational cycle.
No, not menstruation. It's not menstrual cycle. Basically, it refers to a release of the egg, that is ovum. It refers to release of egg. All right now. Not
Yes, sir.
menstruation. So release of egg or ovum basically. Implantation, you guys are aware of, like implantation kya hota hai biology mein? For example, something has to be implanted into the body. Get it na? So you say हम implantation कहते हैं. For example, when the sperm and the ovum fertilizes, जब ये fusion होता है, so thereby zygote is formed.
Yes, sir.
Further on, zygote will divide to form what?
Embryo.
Embryo. And embryo gets implanted into the wall of the uterus.
Yes,
Uterus
sir.
के wall में ये embed हो जाता है. So that is called as implantation as well. While parturition is a different thing. Okay now. So parturition is basically the process of delivery of the fetus. जो unborn baby है, उसे जब it is the process via which the baby is being delivered. Getting it now?
Yes,
So
sir.
when the pregnancy period ends, or you can say when the gestation period ends, parturition happens. Hope it is clear. Is Ahmed here or not?
Sir is not.
Okay. Yeah, Arhan, question number 7.
Sir, it's D.
That is D, correct. It's a simple question. Okay, you do the question number 8 as well.
Sir, it's 100 Pascal.
A force of 200 Newton is applied. So the formula required is pressure equals to force upon area.
Yes, sir.
So that is 200 Newton upon 2. That is 100 Pascal. Getting it now? Correct then. The handle of a cricket bat is usually rough in order to
To increase friction.
in order to increase the friction so that you have a better grip.
Yes, sir.
Question number 10. Which one is true?
Sir, due to the presence of citric acid.
No, you skipped question number 10.
Sorry, sir. It's vibration.
Vibration of what?
Sir, air molecules.
Air molecules. Very good. Okay. Do let me know once Ahmed is back. Question number 11.
Presence of citric acid.
Presence of citric acid. Very good. Okay. Question number 12.
Sir, a copper rod.
Copper rod, exactly. Good. Question number 13. Which one shows lateral inversion?
Sir, can you explain this?
Lateral inversion, basically what it refers to, if you were to stand in front of the mirror and look at your reflection, You raise your right hand, all right, it will appear as if you have raised your left hand. Getting it now? So sideways inversion hota hai. For example, letter L will look like this in the mirror, right? Or how you look at the ambulance. Ambulance kis tarah likha jata hai? It is literally inverted. Getting it
Yes,
now?
sir.
Hmm.
It's in a
So
plain
that's,
mirror.
see, it can be observed in plane mirror, it can be observed in concave mirror, and in convex mirror as well. All
Ye-
three. All right now.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Yeah, Ahmed is here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ahmed, question number 14. Question number 1
Yes,
of
sir.
14. Yes, Ahmed. Satpura National Park is the first reserve of first reserve forest of India. Is that true or false?
False.
That is false. What do you think, Arhan?
Sir, it's false. Since the first. No, sir, it's true. True, sir.
See, पहले जो आपके पास option था ना, that was a biosphere reserve.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now. And it's a different thing. It's a reserve forest.
Yes, sir, it's true.
It is Satpura National Park. Satpura National Park was the first forest reserve of India. इसे हम सतपुरा टाइगर रिजर्व भी कहते हैं.
Yes,
Getting
sir.
it now? And it is in Madhya Pradesh, by the way. मध्य प्रदेश में है ये. Okay. Next one, Arhan.
Sir, true, sir.
That is true. That is first one is also true. Question number 15. Ahmed, you answer this one. 16, Arhan, you will answer.
Sir, petrochemicals are product
Mhm.
which is derived from petroleum through the process of fractional distillation.
Mhm. Very good. Can you name some of the petrochemicals?
Sir, paraffin wax
Paraffin wax, good.
and butane.
Butane, ethylene,
Yes, sir. Petrol,
petrol, very
benzene,
good.
propane.
Benzene, propane, methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol,
Yes, sir.
right now? Okay. So petrochemicals are basically the chemicals which are obtained from the fractional distillation of the petroleum and
Yes,
from fractional distillation of natural gas as well.
yes, sir.
Getting it now? And some of the examples are as follows, like toluene है हमारे पास. We have example of alcohol, petrol is there. Paraffin wax के examples है हमारे पास. We have the example of benzene, butane. So many examples are there. Yeah,
Xylene.
which one?
Xylene.
Xylene is also there, very good. Ahmed, question number 15. Farhan, look at
Yes,
question number 18.
so communicable diseases are diseases which get applied to.
Mhm.
Yes, so communicable diseases are the diseases which get applied to other people by getting in contact with them.
Mhm.
Some examples of them are cold and
Good.
cold, cough, and COVID-19.
COVID-19, very good. We have other examples also, like chicken pox,
Yes, sir. Chickenpox.
dengue fever,
Yes, sir.
right?
Malaria also a communicable disease.
Malaria.
No,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
it's not a communicable disease.
See, it will be a communicable disease if the mosquito that is carrying the malaria parasite na, if it were to bite an healthy person. So yes, it is a communicable disease. Getting at what I'm trying to say? Look, directly contact से नहीं होगा, right now. For example, if you are sitting next to a person who has caught malaria, it does not mean that merely by touching this person, the person will be getting infected, right now. But how it will be a communicable disease if a mosquito were to bite this person and the same mosquito bites the a healthy person also, then in that case it will be communicable disease, right?
Yes, sir.
So although we say that it is not communicable, but it can transmit via the mosquitoes also. Let's say कि blood transfusions होता है. For example, this infected person का blood एक healthy person के body में transfuse किया जाए.
Yes,
In
sir.
that case also it can be a contagious disease. Getting it now? Okay. And malaria is caused by a parasite. If you remember, I did told the name of the parasite as well. What is the name?
Sir, Plasmodium.
Plasmodium. Very good. Okay. Yeah, Ahmed, which question you will record to solve answer next? Question number 17. Okay, now.
Okay, sir.
हमारे पास और भी कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज एग्जांपल हैं लाइक ट्यूबरक्लोसिस, राइट ना?
Yes, sir.
ट्यूबरक्लोसिस है हमारे पास,
Typhoid.
कॉलेरा टाइफाइड. ओके ना. बट basically do tell me one more thing. What are the modes of transmission of communicable disease? क्या modes हो सकते हैं? It can be through
Sir, houseflies and mosquitoes.
वो तो कैरियर्स होंगे ना. दोज आर द कैरियर्स ऑफ द कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज, राइट ना? मीडियम की अगर हम बात करते हैं, मोड्स की बात करते हैं, इट कुड बी वाया एयर, वाया
Sir, air,
वाटर,
water, and
इन्फेक्टेड फूड,
physical touch.
फिजिकल टच, राइट ना? ओके, सो इनमें जो भी डिजीज आएंगे उन्हें हम कम्युनिकेबल डिजीज के अंदर काउंट करते हैं. सो वी हैड द एग्जांपल ऑफ कॉलेरा. कॉलेरा के एग्जांपल्स हमारे पास चिकन पॉक्स, ट्यूबरक्लोसिस इज एन एग्जांपल.
Yes,
Getting it
sir.
now? Common cold and cough. These are the examples. Question number 17. And actually, I'm having a very bad throat today as well. Yeah, Ahmed, question number 17.
Yes, sir, I can't really solve it.
See, basically, the question is saying if you hold a piece of
Sir,
iron
I can't
wire,
solve it.
I'm answering it.
Sir, can I try?
You can also try.
So the piece of iron wire would turn red, and there would be no flame produced since iron is a good conductor of heat.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Correct. So, if you were to hold a piece of iron wire with a pair of tongs inside a candle flame, or you can take a bunch and burner also, what will you observe? So, it will become red hot and it will not produce a flame. So, do tell me, okay, what type of fuel gives flame when it is burnt? What type of fuel will be giving flame when it burns? Yes, Arhan. Like for example, when a candle is burnt, it gives flame. Why is it so? Because the paraffin wax converts into vapors of paraffin wax, isn't
Oh
it?
yes, yes, sir. And
Getting it now?
LPG also.
Which one?
LPG.
LPG. So whichever fuel will convert into its vapor state, that will be giving a flame. Getting it now? Okay. So although iron is not a fuel in this case as well, and also it does not convert into its vapor state, thereby there will be no flame produced. Okay, question number 18.
So there will be changes like increase in height and
Hmm.
broadening of chest and waist,
Hmm.
increase in the length of the hair,
Hmm.
and Adam's apple expanding,
Correct.
and Pubic hair as well.
Pubic hair, correct. Yes.
And that's it. I
No, you're missing few more important points. Like they now menstruation cycle will also start.
Oh yes, sir.
Okay, no. So we say onset of menstruation. Menstruation begins right now.
Yes, sir.
Why is it so? Because by that time now, the ovary starts the production of eggs. Okay, now also the oil secretion in the skin increases.
Yes, sir.
Growth of hair in under the armpits, near the pubic region, etc. So these are the some examples. Also, mammary gland starts to grow. Mammary gland in the chest region starts to grow and expand.
Sweat glands also start functioning more.
Which one?
Sweat glands
Sweat gland also starts producing more sweat. So these are the reasons. Is Ahmed here or not?
is not here.
Okay. Question number 19. How does loudness of sound is affected by amplitude? Hmm. If you remember, loudness impacts the amplitude impacts the loudness. How is it so?
So since loudness is proportional to the square of the amplitude.
Very good, very good. Loudness is proportional to the square of amplitude. Very good. So thereby, if amplitude increases, so thereby sound will be more louder. Right now.
Yes, sir.
So let's say if the amplitude increases by 2 times, so thereby loudness will increase by 4 times, no? Because 2 square ho gayi.
Yes, sir.
Loudness will be 4 times. Good. Okay. Next question. Question number 20. What is the application of chemical effects of electricity in our daily life?
So galvanization, more specifically electroplating
Electroplating, very good. Okay,
and
then
and so diluting less reactive metals through more reactive metals.
repeat that again.
So we can dilute the metals, like we can remove the electroplating done.
Are you referring to purification of metals?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. हाँ, so that is also an example, but हमें ना basically वैसे close examples देने हैं ना जो हमारे daily life से related हो, right? So for example, the cells which you see, electrical cells जो होते हैं, they are also doing electrolysis.
Yes, sir.
Getting it now? So there is a central carbon rod in them. बहुत सारे chemicals होते हैं इसमें. Chemical reactions हो रहे हैं. Ions में break हो रही हैं ये chemicals, right now. And chemical energy is being changed into electrical energy. So हमें यहाँ पर effect देखने को मिलता है, right now.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Also do tell me कि whenever electroplating is done, whenever electroplating हम जब भी electroplating करते हैं, so then for example डू टेल मी कि इसमें कैथोड के ऊपर चार्ज क्या होता है?
Sir, it's cation, which is positive.
Which is positive.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure?
Sir, are you asking the ions or the charge of the cathode?
No, I'm asking about the electrode. Cathode and cations
Sir,
are different thing, ना?
sir, it's
Cathode electrode की हम
negative.
बात कर रहे हैं. It is negative. Okay, ना? And it will be attracting
Positive ions, cations.
positive ions, cations. Okay, what about anions?
Sir, it's positive. Anions, anode is positive, and it would be attracting negative ions, anions.
So you're saying ions with a negative charge are called as
So anions.
anions. Okay, correct. Correct then. Also, do you recall that we would be doing electrolysis for purification of metal also. So there, which one will be made as anode, which one will be made as cathode?
So the metal would obviously be placed at the electrode anode.
Mm-hmm. So my question is, no, my question is that suppose you want to purify a strip of copper. एक copper का मैंने आपको strip दिया है, you are required to purify that using the process of electrolysis. So do tell me, let's say this is the impure one and this is the pure one. हमें पता है जब भी purification हम करते हैं, we take an cathode anode of the same metal का हमें लेना होता है, right ना हम Arhan? Both of
Yes.
them are made up of copper here, but one of them is impure. So which one is impure? Which one is pure here? Can you tell me?
So the anode is impure and the cathode is pure.
Exactly. So the anode is impure
Impure.
and the cathode is pure, right? Okay, then how do you make the given electrode as positive and negative? How do you decide that which electrode will become anode or cathode? The one which you will be connecting to the positive terminal of the cell will become anode, and the
Yes,
one
sir.
that you have connected to the negative terminal will become cathode. Okay. Question number 21. First of all, tell me the image formed in the plane mirror, is that a real image or a virtual image?
Sir, it's a virtual image.
Okay. So can we obtain the virtual image on a screen?
No, sir.
No. Okay, no, good. Okay, we have some more questions from section number C. Question number 22. What do we mean by soil preparation?
So loosening and turning the soil through the process of uh, bluffing is known as soil preparation.
That's it.
No, sir. Uh,
Soil preparation includes multiple steps. The one which you have just defined, it is loosening of soil.
loosening and turning of soil.
Loosening and turning of soil. Okay, no? If you remember, leveling भी हम करते हैं ना?
Yes, sir. We also
Right?
soften the soil.
Exactly, we soften the soil, we loosen the soil, and then we will also be adding some
Manure.
fertilizers to it, manures to it.
Yes, sir.
Correct it now? All right now. Okay. So we can add manures or fertilizers to the soil earlier also. So for the purpose of loosening, you would be either using plow or you would be using plow basically, right? And loosening के वक्त ही हम क्या करते हैं, मेनी टाइम्स हम क्या करते हैं कि जब लूजनिंग हम कर रहे होते हैं, at the same time we'd be adding fertilizers and manures so that it mixes with the soil very well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the difference between coke, coal tar, and coal gas? 1 minute. Coke, this is coal tar, and that is coal gas. You have to state the differences between
So coal tar is foul smelling and it is a dark brown liquid. Uh,
them.
it is used to make paints
Okay.
and explosives.
Okay.
Coke is an pure form of carbon, and it is used for the
See, the first one you have mentioned here, you have mentioned its state that it is in liquid state. What about coke?
so coke is in a powdery state.
No, you can have it in solid state as well. No?
Yes, sir.
So basically, we find it in a solid state. Also, ये porous होता है.
Yes, sir.
ओके ना, ये टफ होगा, इट इज पोरस, क्या लिखना, and we are saying it is a pure or impure form of carbon.
Sir, pure form of carbon.
Pure form of carbon, very good. So pure carbon होता है ये. How do we obtain coke?
Sir, through destructive distillation of coal.
Okay, can you explain it further?
Sir, we take a burner and so can you wait 1 second? Sir, I'm back.
Yeah.
Sir, do you have to explain the process of destructive distillation?
No, no, only about coke. How do we obtain coke? If you were to look at the diagram, then you can relate it very well that how it is obtained.
Sir, coal breaks down to produce coke.
Mhm. Okay, when you are heating it, do you supply oxygen to it, or do you cut off the supply of oxygen?
Sir, we do not supply oxygen.
एग्जैक्टली. सो हम क्या करना चाह रहे हैं कि जितने भी वोलेटाइल सब्सटेंसेस होते हैं कार्बन में, राइट ना, इन कोल बेसिकली, सो उसे
Yes,
हम
sir.
रिमूव करेंगे. वोलेटाइल impurities in it are removed. बहुत ही हाई टेम्परेचर पे से हम हीट करते हैं इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. ओके. कोक नेचुरली भी फॉर्म होता है बाय द वे इन नेचर आल्सो, वाया सम जियोलॉजिकल प्रोसेस आल्सो इट इज ऑब्टेन्ड. ओके,
Yes, sir.
नेक्स्ट वन अबाउट कोल तार.
The coal tar is done. Coal
How do we
gas is remaining.
no, how do you obtain it? There were few more points of it. If you remember that from coal tar you can obtain so many different substances. 200 200 different substances पाए जाते हैं इसमें. Do you remember? It has got a very rich composition.
Yes, sir.
Okay now. Yeah, about coal gas.
Sir, it is a purified form of gas which is used in as an industrial and homemade household fuel.
Hmm. Correct. Earlier it was used in street lamps as well,
Yes, sir.
right now. Okay then. Okay, question number 25. See if you can label the missing parts in this one. There are some glands in the brain.
Yes, sir.
कुछ हमारे skull में, like in the
Sir,
behind
A
our
is
brain
the
there are some
pineal
gland.
gland.
Is the pineal gland. Very good.
Sir, and B is the pituitary gland.
Very good. That is pituitary gland.
C is the thyroid gland and D is the thymus gland.
Very good. Very good. This thyroid and thymus gland. Okay. Can you list down their functions as well if you recall that?
Sir, I only recall the function of the pituitary gland.
Okay. Okay. What is the function of it?
So it is also known as the master gland because it monitors and regulates most of the bodily functions. That includes producing hormones
Mm.
and uh, and it also functions.
Mhm. Okay. See, basically, pituitary gland, it is, as you said, it is called the master gland, also very good. And it is controlling how much of hormones will be secreted, right now.
Yes, sir.
And if there's a defect in pituitary gland, pituitary gland also secretes a growth hormone. So let's say कि हम cases देखते हैं of dwarfism, right now, and
Yes, sir.
gigantism के भी हमें cases देखने को मिलते हैं. So if there is some abnormality in it, then thereby you will be seeing dwarfs and giant people as well.
Yes, sir.
Pineal gland इसे हम third eye भी कहते हैं. Okay, this is also called as third eye. Why is it so? Because it also gets some of the information about the light. Right now, light की भी कुछ informations इस तक पहुंचती है. So thereby pineal is also called as um, third eye as well. Right now. Okay. What about thyroid gland? If you recall, I might have told you guys about the function of thyroid gland. Also, you can answer this one question to me. This thing you must have studied in class 6 also, that or in 7th might you might have studied that salt should, whenever we purchase salt, we make sure that it's a iodized salt, right? No.
Yes.
And why do we prefer to have a iodized salt? Because iodine is necessary for the proper functioning of thyroid gland.
Yes, sir. Lack of iodine causes goiter.
एग्जैक्टली ये क्वाइटर क्रिएट करता है. गेटिंग इट ना. इसके फंक्शंस बहुत सारे हैं बॉडी के. हमारे डेवलपमेंट में इनका इसका रोल होता है. हमारे हार्ट के लिए कई सारे रोल्स प्ले करते हैं ये. डाइजेस्टिव फंक्शन में इनका भी इसका रोल होता है. गेटिंग इट नाउ एटसेट्रा. ओके.
So you asked about the function of the thyroid gland.
ओके. हाँ हाँ. which is that is what we just discussed now. Right now we were discussing about the thymus thyroid gland, no? Yeah, Arhan.
Oh, okay, sir.
Uh-huh. Okay, then talking about the thymus gland, it is also present in our neck. हमारे neck में present होता है. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. What function does this one perform? Thymus gland का क्या role होता है? See, basically, the thymus gland, na, it helps in increasing the immune of the person. THYMUS.
Sir, does it produce white blood cells?
Exactly. White blood cells की production में इनका role होता है. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's it. Question number 26. When a
So the
person stands on
depression,
the cushion. Mhm.
so the depression is more when so the depression is more since the surface area is less. That's why more pressure is uh, lying. And when due to and when he lies down, more surface area is applied and less pressure is applied, so that there's much less depression when he lies down on it.
Mhm. Very good, very good. Basically, when the person lies down, more area of his body is in contact with the bed, with the cushion. So pressure वहाँ पे कम लगता है. Very good. Question number 27. How do trees planted along the roadside help in the reduction of noise pollution?
This in most of the trees absorbs air molecules. So
Absorbs sound. Okay, now, not the air molecules.
yes, sir.
Also, the speed of the sound will be reduced. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Also, when you will be placing so many curtains around your room, so then you won't be noise हम reduce कर पाते हैं तब. Right now. Okay. Question number 28. What do you mean by electroplating? How does it take place?
So electroplating is the process of plating a metal onto the other by Electrolysis,
Okay.
mostly to prevent corrosion of metal.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what are the steps involved in this? What First of all, tell me what are the different requirements for electroplating?
So we need to take the same metal in the chemical form as well as the solid form. Like for example, if we take uh, copper, we have to take copper sulfate.
Hmm.
And
What is electrolyte in this one? First answer this one, then you can continue.
so the electrolyte is the copper sulfate.
The example which you took, in that it is copper sulfate. In general, what is an electrolyte?
So electrolyte is a mixture of salts, acid, and bases, which
Not
allows
necessary. It's not necessary that it has to be a mixture of these three. It can be only one.
yes, sir,
Continue.
which allows electrons to pass through it, and it allows the production of ions.
See, something which you have mentioned that is correct. Let me add few points to it. Basically, electrolyte is any liquid, namely the acids, bases, and salts, in its solution state, in its aqueous state. And when electricity is passed through it, it dissociates into ions, namely the cations and the anions. Getting it now? So don't miss the cations and anions while you define this. Okay, now. Yeah, continue the steps involved in electroplating.
So let's take an example of an gold. So in this, we need to take the gold plate as the anode, which is positively charged, and we have to take any substance. We have to electroplate at the cathode, which is negatively charged. Both are submerged into the electrolyte, and the current is passed through. After some time, the
Mhm. Okay, you have told me that anode you will be taking as gold.
yes, sir.
Okay, what about cathode?
So any substance like jewelry or a spoon or metal.
No specific metals kya hai? Like normally we take copper now. Some cases we take silver also.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. So thereby when the current will be passed, it will be slowly deposited there. Getting it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, correct. Continue. Next question. Question number 29. Here, Han, what is lightning?
So can you give me some time? I'm trying to understand the question.
Sure, sure.
So lightning is a natural phenomena formed by electrostatic discharges through the atmosphere between two electrically charged um, clouds. And so do I have to tell the whole process of how lightning happens?
In few lines, try to summarize it.
So in a cloud, there are two charges. Mainly, positive charge is at the above, and the negative charge is below the cloud. So if two clouds meet, um, The opposite charges will attract, thus causing fork lightning. And due to the presence of positive charge at the ground, it will also attract since the charge is unlike, so it will deposit into the ground.
Hmm. Good. So what one more thing I would like to add here. What we see here now. Okay, how the how the cloud has developed opposite charges. We see that hot water vapor will be rising right now, and when hot water vapor rises up, then at the height it will be cooling down. So at the same time, some of the water is falling down as well. So there will be development of friction between the hot rising air and the cool and dense falling water droplets. Getting it now? So this
Yes.
leads to a kind of friction between the two. So that leads to generation and segregation of charges. Okay. What about the Benjamin Franklin? This person, how he did showed sparks are produced in the case of lightning. How he shared the similarity between the two.
So is it talking about the kite lightning?
Exactly.
So the kite experiment was done by Benjamin Franklin. During a thunderstorm, he took a kite and he attached the key to it, and he hovered it into the atmosphere. Then,
Hmm.
when the lightning struck the kite, he pulled back the kite and observed that the key was electrically charged and was also heated a bit.
Exactly, exactly. Right now. Okay. Also, one more thing we need to see here. What basically happened that if some hairs were to be brought near to the um, um, key, it got attracted to it. Getting it now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We have some time. We can do question number 30 as well. See, name the following the layer of tissue that protects light sensitive inner parts of the eye and prevents internal reflection of light. By the way, this is not part of the chapter, so we you can skip this one. Okay, now.
Sir.
Anyways, the answer for this is choroid. Okay, now. Hmm. Question number two. This one also was not part. So just know it is the sclera. It's a tough opaque sheet of tissues that forms the outer covering of the eye. Okay. Question number three and four. This one you will be able to answer. Yes, Rahan. Yeah, I suppose I'm audible. Yeah, Arhan, are you there or not?
Sir, am I audible?
Now you're audible. Question number three.
It is a aqueous humor.
Aqueous humor. The last one, let me tell you, the spot on the retina where an object forms the sharpest image. So one of the spot we have is it's a blind spot
Yes, sir.
where the optic nerve is leaving the eyeball and hence no image is formed there. And the point where the sharpest image is formed in the on the retina that is called as yellow spot. All right now. Okay. So that's it for today. We'll be meeting in the next class, and after the class, I will be sharing the PDF with you. Okay now.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Laugh it, sir.
Allah Hafiz.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yo, Chikrika, how are you? Okay, guys, just give me 1 minute. We'll be beginning our class in 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, now. My throat is still so bad today. Let me have some warm water and then we will continue the class. All right, now. Okay. I will be back in just 1 minute. Yes, I'm back. Yeah. Yes, Chakrika, Sundas.
Sir, so can you hear me?
Hello. Huh,
Yes,
you are
sir.
audible
Okay, sir.
now. Actually, today I can't join from my computer uh, because there's some signal issues there. All right now. So today we will have to continue in this manner. Okay, now. So I will be sharing my screen, and also today I'm going to discuss some questions with
Before
you guys.
that, before that, can I just go to can I just like after 1 minute or 2 minutes?
Okay, okay, no issues. Take your time. Okay, now. Also, Sigrika, your exams are starting when, by the way, when your exams are going to start?
So like the science exam or all the
Science,
exams?
the science exam.
Sir, science is gonna be on 1st of March.
On 1st of March. Okay, okay.
Yes.
You have sufficient amount of time to revise. Okay. Okay, so we are going to solve some questions today. Let me share my screen
So which chapter?
from basically all the chapters. Okay, now.
Okay. So a second.
Yeah, Jagrika, take your time, no issues.
So
Yeah.
after we were done with the revision of acid, bases, and salts, physical and chemical changes, and motion and time, right?
I suppose we were done. Regarding motion and time, I suppose we were done with that one also. Let me
Yes.
just have a quick look at that one.
Yes, I think they had like two subheadings or something left.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I just remember right now. Mhm. This one part was left to be discussed regarding how do we uh, plot the graph between distance and time. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay. So let's quickly get done with that one and then we will be moving further. All right now. Okay, okay.
So, do you know when synthesis exams are starting? Like,
Okay, her exam.
yes, sir.
By the way, Sundus is not having homeschooling right now. So she hasn't taken the admission. This year she will be taking admission. Getting it now.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Back. I'm back,
Yes,
sir. If
Sundus.
it's also comfortable, then can you take transportation in animals and plants as the like next chapter?
Okay, transportation in animals and plants. Surely we can discuss that one. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Mhm. Okay. I just had one question in my mind. Oh, it's not working. Question is that many times muscular cramps develops. Why is it so?
So what?
Muscular cramps develops due to accumulation of what?